Hey y'all, so today I have swatches and comparisons for the Essie Fairest of Them All collection. I picked up 4 out of the 9 polishes from this collection. I got these from Ulta online, so I just kind of picked out what seemed the most interesting to me like I usually do. I'm not entirely sure what this collection is. It seems kind of like a summer fair themed collection, but I'm not really sure. Essie keeps just kind of like popping out random collections that I have no idea what they are. Sorry if I sound a little sick. I've been dealing with some sinus and allergy stuff. I think that's all I have to say, so let's get into swatches. First up, we have Make No Concessions, which is described as a muted orange red with tone-on-tone shimmer. And I really like this polish. It's almost coppery, but orange. I really like it. So here is this first coat. And in the first coat, it almost has like a pink undertone to it, and it covers really nicely. I can still see my nail line just a little bit, and it's not quite the same color that's in the bottle. And here is this second coat, which brings it completely opaque for me. And it kind of deepens the color just a little bit too. So here is Make No Concessions, 2 coats plus top coat. For comparisons, I have Essie Color Binge and OPI Absolutely Amadouria. Both of these pull a little more red than orange, but I wasn't quite sure what else to compare this to. If you have any suggestions, like I always say, let me know, and I can pop some comparisons up on my Instagram stories. Next up, we have All Fun and Games, which is described as a faded yellow. I think this is a really interesting yellow. Here's this first coat, which even though this is a really light yellow, it's not super streaky. I was surprised. And here is the second coat, which brings it completely opaque for me. It doesn't seem like much, but it's just a little like dusty and muted and just a little bit different. So here is All Fun and Games, 2 coats plus top coat. For comparison, I have China Glaze Work It Honey, which is like brighter and a little more pastel. I think you can see the muted tone to All Fun and Games next to it. Next up, we have Win Me Over, which is described as a muted khaki green with yellow undertones. Here's this first coat. All of these that I picked up have really nice formulas. And here's the second coat, which brings it completely opaque for me. Here is Win Me Over, 2 coats plus top coat. For comparisons, I have Essie Cacti on the Prize and Essie Exposed. Clearly no dupes here. I thought Cacti on the Prize would be a lighter version of Win Me Over, but it's so much lighter and it's a different tone. And Exposed is also more of like what I would consider an army green. Last but not least, we have Amuse Me, which is described as a faded denim blue. And this is a 1-coater for me. I was very happy with that. And I actually wore this the other day and it didn't stain my nails when I removed it. I was really happy about that. So here is Amuse Me, 1 coat plus top coat. And I tried to get this as color accurate as I could. I would say it's a little more, I don't know, dusty, a little less saturated in person, but I did the best I could. For this first comparison, I have China Glaze Sample Sizing Me Up and Kale Polish Cozy in there. Sample Sizing Me Up is almost a dead-on dupe. It's a little bit darker, maybe not darker, maybe it's a little more saturated than Amuse Me is, if that makes sense. And then Cozy in there is obviously much darker. And then for the second comparison, I have OPI. OPI grabs the unicorn by the horn, which was from their Scotland collection, maybe? I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's also really similar. It's a little bit darker, a little more saturated, but potentially you don't need both, just like with China Glaze sample sizing me up. That's all I have for y'all today. Let me know which of these you liked, what you would grab, what you would pick up, if you want any of the others from this collection. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.